morning, everyone. Welcome to Knitique here in Elk Grove, California, where I am knitting with two colors with mini minders, and that's a game changer. I'm so excited to show everyone what I'm working on. I'm wearing this next when I see Pam in less than 2 weeks. I started last night, and I'm really excited about teaching the class. This is Badger in Bloom using cloud tweed. That's on this hand, this wrist. And I did rewind the skein so that it flows a little bit easier. And on this side, I have Beatrix. But what a change to do two-handed knitting. And because I'm a little extra, over here, I have the paillettes. And I'm just going to do it till I run out. So it may be in the middle of the, my sweater is black, mostly black with a little bit, but can you see the little paillettes? This is 10 out of 10 fun. I just started it last night. I need to switch out. I'm switching to the bigger, you guys know when you're
longer cord.
When you're doing Fair Isle, you essentially need to be prepared to change your cords probably 2 or 3 times, because then you don't have to worry so much on stretching. But I'm going to show you. I know this is kind of like a demo. You didn't know you were going to get a demo right now. So right here, this is the one I'm currently using, and it just feeds off of, I'll just try and hold it up. It just feeds off. Now, normally you're going to be like this. Now, here's the thing, you guys. I don't even put them on my wrist all the time. Put them on my water bottle. Veronica and I were talking last night that you could use one of those purse clips.
And you talking about the counterbalance thing?
Mm-hmm.
Have they tried it?
They've tried it.
Okay.
It works amazing. I would love to get those in the store, but you know, when I went to the trade show, I didn't find them. So that's going to be on.
Stopped being popular for some reason, because for a while they were everywhere, and now I haven't seen one in years.
But what a great idea. So if you didn't know, I am going to be teaching Badger in Bloom here on Zoom. I think it's a great first color work project. The sweater knitting is very easy. I'm going to teach the Italian cast on, and you have an option to do it. I'm going to give you guys other ones too if you don't want to do it. It's a really interesting thing. You do the Italian cast on, and then you work it flat for a couple of rows, and then you join it in the round. So there's a little thing here that I will be closing up because I don't like that.
Yeah, you just close it up with your tail.
There you go.
I design a lot of my crochet projects that way, that the first row is worked flat so that you don't have to try to not twist the chain.
Mm-hmm. And also, there's another secret you'll learn in class of what I did. Now, I did something different about the top, but I think it's so pretty. And I like that the sequins from paillettes is so subtle.
I think because this yarn is bulky.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be much less subtle if you were pairing it with like a fingering weight yarn.
But it's like you're just getting a glimmer. I mean, it's on the back too, right? That's the thing with the glitter. And it ends up being marled, so some you're going to see them, some you don't. Oh, so exciting. I'm in my head, because, you know, I just finished a sweater yesterday. I'm going to finish this before I even leave. So then I can bring another sweater, right? To knit. Maybe
that's some deadline knitting.
I don't even have time to do it.
Pressure.
I don't have time to do it, but I just like the idea because now I'm invincible. I can just pump out sweaters right and left. But it was very inspiring seeing all the sweaters that Pam knit out of this. But so much fun. But I just think it's so very pretty. Hi, Helen. It was so nice talking to you yesterday. So for those of you who are asking, I will be teaching Badger in Bloom next month. You could do it for yourself. You could do it for that special person in your life. But honestly, you should do it for yourself. The yarn is so light. I can't wait till I'm all done with it to weigh it. because I'm using a chainette construction yarn for both of them. And I'll show you one more time what I'm using. So this is Cloud Tweed, and I rewound it. And then I have Black Beatrix and one, I don't even know what you call it.
Pants?
Yes, but I meant the how it's put up.
I think they still call that a cone, even though it's not really a cone.
Yeah, there is
There's a
basically
cardboard core.
And when I'm not using it, I do put a rubber band around it. I just unwind some of it because I don't like tangles. But I'm loving this. So fun. I already know I'm going to knit another sweater out of this yarn because it's easy. I mean, look at this. Even by itself, it'd be beautiful. I picked this skein that had the pink right by the face.
Yeah, the brightest first.
Yeah. But look at, there's great oranges in here. I mean, this is a pretty amazing yarn. I'm very excited about this one. And I think I'm doing mine a little bit short. I think I only need 3 skeins of Beatrix and 1 Cloud. We'll see. Maybe 4. Ooh, Joyce got her pretty pink package.
Oh, yay, your giant pillow of yarn made it.
And heavy. That was a big package. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Knitique Yarns here in Elk Grove, California, which if you are one of our peeps, you guys know we go live Tuesday through Saturday at 9 a.m. A lot of people are wondering, we get comments a lot about the patterns, right? Where are the patterns that we talk about? So there's 2 places you can find, really 3 places you can find the pattern. Number 1, on the comments of this video. That's easy. You can scroll down and see them all. Number 2, on our private Facebook group, Knitique Collective, we have like today's video. And also on our YouTube channel, Susan, it's in the comments. Susan does a great job of it. Like all the patterns we showcased. So that's where you can find all that information. Our goal is obviously to help you find something special, but I love showcasing patterns that maybe inspire you to knit something from your stash at the same time, or combining it, which is what I do quite a bit. We also give away a grand prize once a month, which we're going to talk about, and we do a daily prize, which is one of our own patterns. Did I say 10 p.m., Lisa?
No, you said 9 a.m.
Oh, thank you. There we go.
You were on Hawaii time.
I'm on some kind of time.
I don't know how many hours earlier than us they are, but I know they're at least an hour.
I am someone who likes to go to bed at 10 o'clock, but we went to the movies last night, and then I started knitting on this. 1 o'clock in the morning, I went to bed because it was so much. I couldn't wait to see what it looked like. And I'm fresh off the high of wearing something I finished yesterday. So I love that. I love wearing things I finished. So today I was like, okay, I'm going to wear something else that I knit.
Staying up late knitting is better than waking up at 3 a.m. for no good reason.
Oh, true, true, too. Ooh, Helen, I'm so glad you got your pink package today. And then another one, we'll get your patterns ready later today, and that'll go out too. So we are on par with packages. I love it. You finished everything last night, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there you go. Within 24 hours. Look at this. Kathy Delgado finished a sleeve. We're all kinds of finishing today. We're going to talk about our grand prize. This is the prize we're giving out for September, valued at over $190. And how you get entered to win this: every time you make a purchase on KnitiqueYarns.com, you give us a call. Our number is 916-714-7719. And hey, even sometimes I answer the phone. Hey, sister. Roxanne got her package in one day. That's pretty good. Or we can do a FaceTime appointment. There's all kinds. We try and make it as easy as possible for you. We do have a lot of people who order online, which we love that. We can be your local yarn boutique. So this month's prize is a gorgeous Lyra tote, designed by Likey Needles. I love the shiny nickel hardware. We've kept it all protected to make sure that it is nice and beautiful when you get it. There's a zipper on the top, which I love. There is a padded pocket for your tablet or anything else you want to keep nice and safe. There is another zippered pocket right over here to hold the smaller things. Even your class supplies tin would be amazing. And then a deep pocket. I like it for zippering when you travel or just to keep your projects in case someone else is helping you and drops the package. Hi, Catherine. Okay, next in the lineup, we have one skein of Noro Akari, which has been selling like gangbusters. And here is one of our patterns that also comes with it. This is Sunset in the Desert. This is a very simple knit with just cast on, knit, and purl, and bind off. That's it. There's 4 things in this. The star is the yarn, but the pattern, it just gives a little bit of texture. This is 1 full skein of Akari using the largest size. So this ends up being about 48 by 12. It is enough to do a double wrap. And there you go. We also have, so let me move that one up. We have our pins, locking stitch markers, 144, 12 of 12 different colors. What's nice, it's under $8 if you want to purchase it. Again, we're selling a ton of these, but I love that you can keep them separated by color. If you lose one or give one away or you break one, guess what? You got plenty. They're about, I don't know, 3 cents a piece, 5 cents a piece. Ooh, maybe 5 cents a piece. About 5 cents a piece. So it's all good.
I don't know, that's not math I can do in my head.
I was
They're
like,
not easily divided numbers.
I think that's about 5.3 cents a piece. All right, we're also doing our class supply tins, which I already have this packed ready to go for my trip because it's really everything that I need. I'm doing this and knits that fit. And I am actually not putting this in there, and I'm putting my knits that fit in here. So in one tin, I can take everything that I need to do a sweater, all the accoutrements. So we have a folding scissors, which are FAA approved. We have our rainbow non-snagging stitch markers in both sizes. The small goes up to an 8. The large goes up to a 13. We have locking stitch markers and a tapestry needle. Everyone needs one of these in their bag. It makes a huge difference. So you're not wandering around the town that you're in trying to find the things that you didn't think you needed, but you needed. Last time I was on a big trip, guess what? We didn't have this. So I was wandering around. I didn't even have a needle. Oh no, you know what it was? Renan was holding on to my project, put it in his backpack. And on a 10-day trip, I didn't have a knitting project. Oh, I was irritated.
Knitting did not end up traveling with the knitter.
I don't even know what project that was.
I do.
What is it?
It was that shawl that you were designing out of the pooling yarn.
Oh, that's right.
Because you ended up going to La Bien Ami and finding the 1 skein of pooling yarn that they had and starting over.
That. That's right. I started over. Oh, and then someone finished the other one for me.
Yeah, I think we might have ripped it out and started over or something because, gauge differences or whatever.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to let you, as I'm putting this away, I'm going to let you talk about our published pattern from Knitting Fever, which I'm in love. I love this. Ooh. I'm sorry. Let me just. Whoever wins this needs to buy this. Because wouldn't that be gorgeous?
So the daily prize is this beautiful skein of Silk Garden in this really pretty kind of jewel tone palette. And our pattern Ribbon Candy. You have enough to make the middle size. It is about a 30-inch circumference. And then it is like 5 or 6 inches wide. But if you wanted to jazz it up a little bit, you could add a ball of paillettes. That is not part of the prize. You have to purchase that separately.
Thank you everyone for sharing. I love this. Paula, vegan leather means it's not leather.
It's basically, it looks like leather, but it's made out of something else.
Yes.
It's synthetic or plant-based.
It is synthetic leather. So that's what's nice. Easily wiped down. You can care for it easy. No animal hides are used in it.
No animals were involved in the making of this product.
Not at all. They say vegan leather because it sounds nicer
Than faux.
All right, so super excited about this. I do think whoever wins this needs to buy a skein of this because I'm sorry, look at yellow, pink, blue, black. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Very easy to knit with. I do keep it in a bag because if you haven't met me, that was my secret, even though we didn't really talk about our secrets. Mine is I don't untangle yarn easily. I get frustrated. So here's what I do.
No, that's not the secret. The secret is you throw 3 projects in your purse, not in project bags.
I have done that.
So that they become tangled messes, and then you bring them to us.
Yes. And then my fantastic team will untangle my crazy.
I'm like, no, let me just snark her out here. Like, no. The real issue isn't that you don't untangle. It's that you tangle it in the first place.
Kathy Delgado, I agree. Fall knitting is officially today. Roxanne, this is color number 211. 211. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So how you get entered to win. This is just really easy. It doesn't cost you anything. This is just time, a little bit of time. I know I do it totally different than you. It's painful to watch.
Forward.
All right. So how you get entered to win every time you react to the video, which we love that. It just goes to show things that you're liking. Wow, that was a real fast. I didn't even get to do like 3 of them. All right, so you can do that. Then you can say, hey, good morning, peeps. That's going to give you 5 entries for every comment, which we love that. Then you can hit the forward button, which, this peach doesn't really like to do it. Share now, share to your stories, and then all you have to do is pop back in here and write share to my stories, share to my friends. I do think my nails are getting too long, which it's a little bit slower. All right, so easy, great easy way to win. This costs nothing. This is just time, which we love spending our days with you. I'm sorry. This, even though we write patterns all the time, right? To have it in print, I need to find more patterns for them to buy. I need to make up some more. Really, we should do Gato Light should be the next one because that's a great pattern and easy. And shout out, this is Gilda. Gilda is a mover and a shaker, let me tell you. All right, so we love this. You know what I like about this? This is our aesthetic of design, like the way it's written. You know how we have a certain style of how we do things, except for look at, there is pearl on this one.
And they did throw in some extra abbreviations because they added centimeters measurements too. And I'm like, why is centimeters on there?
But I love that. So much fun. All right, so let's see. Based off of yesterday's video. Oh, hold on.
I think it's ready.
Okay.
I think it just scrolled.
Yeah. See who's the lucky winner. 1 winner per week. Oh, Debbie Harrison. Debbie, it's been a while since we saw you, and this is a great prize.
Congratulations, Debbie. Maybe this means that work is getting less crazy for her.
Oh my gosh. Right.
So we know you're local, which means stop by the boutique anytime Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and let us know that you won a prize. We'll pull it out of the cabinet and hand it over. If you have won recently or win in the future and are not local, the way you select your prizes is right before you check out at knitteeplans.com. There is a section called Notes. this type in there that you want a prize, and we will ship it all out together in one of our pretty pink packages. Okay, your like whole family is getting on the video this morning. First we had Michelle, now we have Kelsey.
Oh, Kelsey!
So hi, Everly.
For someone who came to the Noro event, we found this water bottle. It's waiting here for you.
We have no idea whose it is.
Nope.
It was somebody who was sitting at the round table.
I wonder if it was Darla. So anyway, Darla, if you're watching, or
your space lollipop water bottle is here.
Or whoever was sitting at that table, if you know who did it. All right. I love that my family watches me. Hello. Hi, Linda. All right. So we're going to talk about a few things today. The first is going to be, Nope, I actually took it. I was smarter than that. All right, we are going to talk about the mini minders. If you guys have not experienced the mini minders, It is a game. What?
You went rogue.
I did?
Yeah, it's not on the list.
Oh, we're doing mini minders today.
Sorry, Susan.
Sorry, Susan. This is what is helping me knit a little bit faster without things getting tangled. You can use it for knitting. You can use it for crocheting. I have my full Stanley cup, and I will put it on it like this. And I just want you to see how it easily feeds off of this. The other thing that I like, because I know lots of people travel like I do, very easy to take it apart. And it comes in with a carrying case. So when you're traveling, you just go like this, put it in the case. I will show you guys. And I'm going to show you a limited edition one. I believe we're the first store to get them, because I was like, ooh, we have a big event tomorrow. I need those now. Oh, when I sat at the table, I asked her, okay, well, thank you. All right, so this is what comes in the mini minder. You have a muslin case to take care of it. You have instructions. I love this. Explain everything, how to do it, Lemonwood. And this is the new limited edition. It's called Autumn. You just push that one in, put your yarn on, and it works. You don't even have to wind your yarn. It works on other ones too. And then you push it on the side. Let me get the right side.
It's like a carabiner, but round.
Yeah. And so you just push it in, and there you go. A lot of people, they kind of talked about walking and knitting, but I don't. To me, yes, I could walk and knit. I like it at the movie theaters. When, you guys know, I try and knit at stoplights or the train, I just hang it off of my rear view mirror, and then it just feeds off lovely. And for this, you guys see, I'm using 2 yarns. And so I literally am knitting this, like one will be over here, one will be over here. So then my color work is flowing nice and easy.
Yeah, I don't really see it as a walking and knitting, because that's the recipe for walking into a pole, but standing in line and knitting.
Yeah. And I mean, there are lots of people who walk and knit, and that's okay.
Like all of our Disneyland goers.
Yeah. I mean, that is one thing. I always brought a knitting project to Disney, and all the other knitters or crocheters are like, that's the best idea. Yes, because I'm going to be bored in line. Your kids can only entertain you so much.
You're going to be in that line for like 2 hours on some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's the most popular one at the park.
All right, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to grab the other patterns that we have. We do have a limited amount, and we are going to be showcasing it tomorrow for our Have a Ball Fall Crawl. These are handcrafted by Lemonwood in Arizona, hand painted. Most of these are hand painted by Veronica, because she's an artist. People didn't realize that.
How does she have time for that?
This is, Joyce said she took hers to a volleyball game. It's a game changer. I would love to see pictures of your mini minders in the wild. Dream and Color has given me some yarn to give away for the most ingenious place the mini minders are. And I mean, that yarn is like $35 a skein, 36. Option number 2, we have Sunrise.
Like, I need to go use the lift at church, like like those accordion lifts that they use to like adjust the lights and be like, just up here changing lights and knitting.
Yeah, and knitting at the same time.
I wonder if they'd let me do that.
I think that would be great. This beauty, I'm trying to lift it up so everyone can see. This is an exclusive to Knitique. It is pink peony.
Yeah, if I were painting these, that's as fancy as I'd be getting solid colors. I wouldn't be doing all of this blending because that's a lot of work.
It is.
That's why I'm like, how does she have time for that?
She loves
it. And she
it.
also dyes yarn.
I'm trying to think. There was something on pink peonies on there. So those are the 3 that we have in stock. They are available online on our website. It is a great gift. The carabiner spins, and they're handcrafted leather straps. So they're actually creating them themselves, putting everything together. It's pretty impressive what they've done. Helen, the event that we're participating in tomorrow is called Have a Ball Fall Crawl, and there is a website. Let me see if I can do it.
It's haveaballfallcrawl.com because, that's a mouthful. What was there a second ago?
I know.
It's because there's no space.
Oh, thank you, Susan. Susan just linked it right here. So you can click on here and you can buy your ticket. There's 25 yarn stores. You're going to have the recordings for it, including the special guest, Kay Gardner, she did a live yesterday. Here's the schedule. And I love that they did this. Whatever your time zone is, you're going to click on it. And then here we are. Knitique is, right here. We're tomorrow. I love that we're in the afternoon. So we are going to be the 3rd store. And you guys are going to see a whole bunch of fun things. If you're a regular, you'll see a lot of our stuff, but you're going to see some of our kits with other patterns that you haven't seen before. So we're showcasing, I think, here's the thing. We are prepared to probably do 6 or 7 things, depends, because I can talk fast. Our monologue will be short and sweet, so we're not going to talk as much about that, but it's really introducing other people to your store. And like I said, it's 25 stores. Each store has 3 to 6 gifts to give away. And then we also have a grand prize that we're giving away. They have a grand prize. So I'm really excited. We're going to run it like our normal show, just like we already do it, because I just think it's easy. It's what makes sense to us. So my entire team is coming in for a couple hours on Sunday so that we could do this. So that is what it is. Have a Ball Fall Crawl. I would sign up sooner rather than later because I don't know if you sign up, if it automatically quickly will send you the Zoom link, but I would sign up today. And you can watch the replays. And people loved it. I think it just really does give you a nice introduction. Yes, $10 is really, we just tried to make it such a good price. It's really to pay for the website. So it's been very successful. I know last year there were, 500 people who did it. So I love that.
Yes, Pam, you can absolutely sign up because it's just via Zoom. Mm-hmm. So, and I think there are recordings, right? So if the show happens to be at her bedtime,
yep,
she can watch
it
tomorrow.
Yep, absolutely. And sorry, Maria, I didn't have my glasses on. You mentioned the price, but yes, great price. That's
I just looked yesterday. You can literally.
I stuck my finger in there. I'm like, is it there? Okay, so we've got that. Talking about the Fall Ball Crawl. Next, and I'm really excited about this one, we decided after I went to Europe, I decided I wanted to carry the Laine. I don't even want to call it a book, a magazine. It's really more like a book. This is a very thick, it's a book. I think they call it a magazine, but I don't know.
They do call it a magazine because it is like a quarterly
release. It does have like a soft book cover on it. And there are some gorgeous designs. So we're going to be talking about some of the designs, and we're going to show you one yarn that could be used. But just to show you a little bit about the book, they just have great things. They have patterns, they have recipes, they have stories. Let's get past the advertising. One of the gang. I love that. Editor's letter. We're going to talk about more of the designs on Ravelry because it's easier to show, but this is the one so far I'm in love with. I'm hoping it's bulky so I can use another color of the yarn that I'm using today. It's not?
No.
What is
either
it?
DK or worsted.
Well, darn it.
There were no bulky projects in this book.
Well, to help with them. Do you know what it is? In Europe, they do thinner things. But I'm like, okay, I could knit that at worsted if I needed to. I think it could do it like this would be beautiful. You can tell that's thin yarn though, so that's not actually going to do it. But I wanted to get to the recipes because I loved that there were recipes.
I didn't even notice those when I flipped through, but that's probably because I don't cook, so I'm like, no, ignore.
Oh, there we are. Roxanne, there's something for you. Look at this. Buttery green beans. Fennel risotto. I'm trying to think. A licorice flavored. This looks more amazing. This is a plum sheet cake. You could use any fruit for that. And then I think there was one more. All right, so let's go to Ravelry so we can see it a little bit easier. Okay, thank you, ma'am. All right, we are going to talk about, I'm looking at this one first because this one speaks to me. Love the sizing on this one. So this does take worsted weight, 18 stitches over 4 inches. It'd be gorgeous out of Classy Cashmere, which is the yarn that we are showcasing today. Ooh, finish. This means autumn. It's a colorwork yoke. I love that it's not too much ease, 0 to 2 inches.
They speak our language.
They do. Isn't that beautiful? I would want to do, maybe Noro would work. We have, I wonder if the new one is worsted weight. I think it is. So beautiful sizing, 32 to a 67.5. Beautiful. You could make it a little bit shorter, like she did. You just put a little t-shirt underneath it. I think that's a really nice way of doing it. And I was at a store the other day. There's even like little circles of fabric you can put around your waist to make it look like you have a t-shirt. I just think it's easier to wear a t-shirt or a cami.
Tube top.
It's a tube top for your stomach. Yes. But at the bargain places, they have camis for like $2, $3, $4, right? It's a good price.
I just got a bunch of tanks on clearance at one of, the everybody has one big stores.
Yeah.
For like $1 a piece.
Mm-hmm. So this is the first design that I'm just in love with. That is going to be on my list. All right. Look at how weird it moved it around. It was here, now it's here. Isn't that interesting? All right, we're going to show you more. I'll let Anna talk about this one. I love, again, look at that. 2 yarns held together.
Yeah, they're saying fingering plus lace, so I'm going with Sport or DK for that one.
Mm-hmm. But
although
knits
really
that
you could
big.
use worsted because 16 stitches in 4 inches is definitely in the worsted family.
Here we are. Okay. Oh, how cute is that?
It's a little 1x1 ribbing. I like that this one is clearly a band that you knit as you're knitting the sweater, so you don't have to go back and pick that up.
Yes. It's a nice little jacket.
Kind of an oversized raglan, like it looks like it has a longer increased slope than normal.
It is twisted rib.
Which if you don't like that, you could just do knit one, purl one.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to twist it.
I think why they have it twisted here, you get a little bit more height to it, so it's not going to flop over as easily. But, you know, I just did twisted rib on this one that I'm knitting now, and I try and kind of do it like the pattern, but I'm not a fan.
I'd probably only do an inch of ribbing anyways,
Yeah.
because I don't like tall collars.
Yeah, so you could do an inch of ribbing and then just start it. You can see it's got, it looks like knit front and back for the increase, and you can see that there's a purl bump. There's something interesting here. Yeah, and you know what's nice? Even looking big, sometimes when people are knitting, they're like, oh, I don't like what you get, but look at this. This is a designer that still has, you know, where you're doing the front and the back, you get a little space. You could do worsted weight, right? This is just about getting gauge. You could have it, see there, 3/4 is sleeve. I would make it long sleeved, and I actually do like 3/4, but to me it's more like a jacket, so I want it a little bit longer. Again, size amazing, right? Now they're saying recommended ease 12 to 14. That's why I say it's more like a jacket, but you don't have to do that. I probably would do, I mean, I normally don't do too much ease, but I probably would do 6 inches of ease. So I would probably do somewhere within this. Then you can wear a sweater underneath it, or, you know, something. You can layer it. All right. I can't see comments when I'm doing this, so hopefully everyone is loving this. Okay, let's do something smaller. Oh, I love this one. This is a Barbary, absolutely beautiful cabled scarf using DK weight, knit on a size 4 and 6. This is a long-term project. It is wide and long, but my gosh, this is heirloom knitting. I love the little tassels and this cable with the wrap. This is so pretty.
That one has all sorts of fun techniques to keep you interested.
And to keep you on track, you just put markers, right? Chart 1, chart 2, chart 3, chart 4, chart 5. It just makes it so much easier. Here is a bigger one of that one. Beautiful.
That one's DK weight, so Merino Cloud, Cosette.
Ooh, Merino Cloud would be nice. Yeah. We have lots. Cosette, we have a ton of Cosette right now. We've been heavily stocking on that to get everybody up to speed. Let's do this one. This is fingering plus lace equals worsted weight. This is a silk mohair with another blend, stockinette and moss stitch. The slipovers are what we would call a vest. So this is sized 33.5 to 63.25, about 2 inches of ease if you choose, right? Again, you do you.
This designer is a loose knitter because it said 20 stitches and 4 inches on a 2.5.
Wow.
I'm like, that's like a 7 or 8 needle for most of us.
Yes, you definitely are going to want to. Well, I think there's an issue here, right? A 2.5 or a 3?
2.5 or 3 millimeter.
Right. Let's see what people have written. Look at this person. They used a 2.5. I don't know how they got that gauge.
Maybe people in Europe are more relaxed and they knit a lot looser.
Maybe. Let's see. I would gauge it though, because that is a little interesting. And your eye, remember we were talking about, you kind of get that hourglass look because your eye doesn't see all this. It just sees the fabric in the center. Pretty straight with some positive ease at the chest. Yep. Very popular right now. Oh, for someone who wants to do a little beanie, we have the Horshma beanie by Jenny Ansa. Beautiful. And there's matching mittens.
Cute little like flower bauble pattern with cables on either side. They look like miniature antler cables.
Mm-hmm. That sounded like an animal out there. I was like, oh, there's a kid.
Child, animal.
Yeah.
The same thing, right?
And this ends up being sport weight in that gauge. So again, merino cloud would be wonderful to use for this, or you use single ply mohair or alpaca or whatever. We have a really nice cashmere blend that I'm in love with.
That would be Cashmere Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Cashmere and silk.
Okay, this is a fun one without, I mean, a lot of the designs are a little more involved. This is beautiful. Oh, and they're using La Joserie. That is a great haberdashery. And all the yarn, you tell them how many meters you want, and they wind it off for you. So they have the cones in the back.
It's kind of like how machine knitting cones are ordered.
Mm-hmm.
You just order the amount you want.
Is that tucked in? No. Maybe. It's hard to see right there.
It looks like it's a high-low.
Yeah.
Shorter in the front. I really like that sweater. That's definitely a classy cashmere friendly.
Yes. Do a turtleneck, don't do a turtleneck, but this is reverse stockinette with some knits.
It almost knits or slip stitches, or because they're a little raised.
I know.
Are they slip stitches?
Is it one?
Are they right twists? They have texture to them. We have the book. We could look at
I know.
them.
Let's look. Let's see. Oh, 3 people. I'll let you do this while I'm looking.
So a couple people have made it already. Here's a pretty green one.
I appreciate that I see test knitting once. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's like a twisted.
Like a knit through back loop, maybe. It is on front and back, just at the shoulders.
Loose fitting everyday sweater with a high turtleneck collar for an elegant shape. The front of the sweater is worked shorter than the back. You don't have to do that. Just do.
Just doing both the same.
Doing the same.
Or
the interesting feature in this simple design is the ribbed lines created with twisted stitch on reverse stockinette. What next one do you want to talk about? Because I'm going to look at the book. I love this.
You know me, of course. I really like the Fair Isle one.
Okay. Let me find that one.
And that one says it's Aran weight, so definitely good for classy cashmere. They're like stars almost, the design.
Okay, this again, 20. I love the inclusivity to the pattern sizing. 28 3/4 all the way up to 60. They're using Lopi, which is great if you have something underneath your skin. Otherwise, classy cashmere would be amazing. Rios would be beautiful. And the nice thing, the gauge you're getting, 18 stitches. Remember, do your gauge because this one is a US 6 for 18. I can tell you for me, I would need to use like a 7 or an 8 to get that gauge.
Shoot, I think I'd be on a 9.
Yeah. This is sweaters work seamlessly, top down. It features a high foldable collar in 2x2 ribbing, and color work it is all the way around. The color work yoke works the increases by picking up the strand between the stitches and knitting through the back loop. So a make one increase.
I think I'm going to have to stop this designer because all 3 little previews, I'm like, ooh.
Very pretty. Mm-hmm. All right, what next?
All right, we kind of did the hat and mittens.
Mm-hmm.
Done all of those. The polka dot one.
I do love this one. This is the one I would like to do this with the cloud tweed as a background. And if you did it, I still think even if that one were a little bit big, that one yarn, it's okay. It almost would look thrummed.
I'd make the polka dots stand out more to use a thicker yarn for the contrast color.
Yeah, and then just use worsted for the background. I think it's worsted.
Yes.
Oh, this, I don't know if they have this picture, but this detail right here, gorgeous.
Yes, so I should be able to zoom in on that.
There you go.
The little polka dot line on the raglan.
The sweater has floats all over, which adds warmth and fullness to it. Worked on a 4.5, which I believe is an 8. It's a quick knit.
It's a 7.
Pam, this is for you. I could see her wearing this. Super pretty. They do show it cropped, right? But you can do it any length that you want because it's top down.
It lists info for cropped and regular length, but even for me, my regular length is longer than what they say. So you just do what you want to do.
That's what I like about top down. You can just make sure you have enough yarn. You are good to go. This is Huldra, size 31.5 to 63.25. Oh yeah, the regular length 14.
Yeah,
Ooh, the cropped is short.
Yeah, it's super cropped.
That's okay. You just do it a little bit longer. 19 stitches over 4 inches. That would be easy. I really do believe you could use cloud as the polka dots, and then it would have a little bit more jazz to it. Not that I don't love that, but I want a little bit more color. Oh, this sweater is inspired by Huldra, the queen of the forest in Norse mythology. Oh, this is nice. Anna imagines a walk in the forest just as it turns into an autumn paradise and finding the perfect spot to have some fika and knit a few rows.
I think we have 2 other ones.
Yeah.
Preppy and Sansere.
Let's do Preppy because I think that's really pretty. This would be good out of mohair ombre 2-ply. Beautiful. For this designer, knitting means total relaxation with a great feeling of accomplishment. Preppy is a relaxed cardigan based on a classic varsity jacket. Love that.
This would be really good out of Lyra.
Oh, it would. Susan, you have an easy job today.
Less linking.
Less linking. She's probably linking a ton. We just don't even realize it. Beautiful. Ooh, and you know the new buttons we got would be really fun for this.
Yeah, the cow horn buttons.
Yep, you could do it in 2 colors, which I really like that idea. It's knit seamlessly from the top down. Love that. The sleeves and body are worked at the same time with 2 different colors. This application of intarsia is at the same time logical and unusual. So beautiful.
Let me go to Sansere.
Beautiful. Love, it's like a drunken cables.
This one's like fingering or sport weight. So it's mushy, merino cloud.
She's a Ukrainian knitwear designer residing in northeastern USA. She's been knitting since 6, publishing patterns since 2008. And this year she released her debut book, Only Yoking. That's right up.
I love her already.
I love this. I can knit when I'm happy, when I'm anxious, when I'm feeling down, or any other emotion, and always get a positive feeling from it. It has helped me get through a lot of tough times emotionally and mentally. Her pattern is roomy, drop shoulder, knitted bottom up in the round and flat. So it's in the round till you split. It's full of easy to execute cables, which provide an engaging yet relaxing knitting experience. The sweater was inspired by a modern capsule closet. It is versatile and easy to style in many ways. This is beautiful. Oh, and it has a split hem. They do have a high-low, but you don't have to do that. Again, just do the length of two backs. Try on the sweater as you begin working them to achieve the perfect length. If you'd prefer shorter or longer sleeves in the pattern, just make the decreases more or less often. I love how they're trying to help you create your own.
I don't think we're going to talk about yarn today.
Nope, we are not able to do that. But we will, in the notes, we will put some options. And I can show you, we had a whole lineup of beautiful yarn. We will talk about that next week. Just freshly restocked fall, which I'm in love with. And today's official. It's officially fall today. And it feels like it. So exciting. We are going to talk about what we are wearing. I like your shirt. That's very cute.
Thank you. I think this was a Karen pass along.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I am wearing the striped illusion tee. It does have sides. It is out of beaded silk and sequins. You could do it out of any yarn, like merino. Two colors of merino cloud would be beautiful. Maybe just a little bit of beads and sequins. I decided to be bold and do the whole thing because these are metal beads, so they're not. It's not quite as. I'm not saying it's not blingy, but it's a little less. It's a subtle bling.
If you were a fan of opaque and sheer and glitter, you could do beaded silk and sequins for one color and mohair ombre 2-ply for the other color.
That would be beautiful. I could do that. I might even have some in my stash.
I know you have some beaded silk and sequins in your stash because I do believe there's 2 more of those sweaters in your.
There are. One has silk, though.
Yeah, one has regal silk.
Yes. I think that one I already cast on.
All right. I am wearing my New Dimensions cowl, which is just kind of this really pretty granite stitch, which is like the crochet version of seed stitch in beaded silk and sequins. And then this faux drop stitch design, which is basically the simplest broomstick lace you can do because it doesn't have that little twisty thing.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
And all you do for that is crochet around the double pointed needle. No big thing.
Very reminiscent of a knit pattern.
Cherry drop.
Yep.
Cherry drop was the inspiration.
This is what I love. I love that you do that.
Because our crocheters were like, I like that, but I can't make that. Like, well, hold on.
I wonder if, Carolyn's done this.
I don't know if Carolyn's done this one, but Joyce did because she was wearing it at the Noro event.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, people, for finishing and wearing your projects. All right. Last, yet certainly not least.
I'm like, you have to come around the corner.
I had to take off my tag. It was in the way. This one is Slipped September out of Two Colors of Art yarns, one of which is the 7 series. Slip stitches, very fun to do.
This was one of those ones that you whipped out in a hot second.
Kinda, yeah.
It is when you are excited about something. I mean, that's like fast. This sweater. I'm like, oh my gosh, how can I fit in more knitting on my weekend to be able to knit this?
It goes fast when you're excited.
Don't sleep.
Yes. Watch a lot of TV. Don't do any housework, which who wants to anyway. We'll see how far I get. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say like I could get it done, but this is from last night. It could be done. Maybe I could at least be at the split. But then I feel like I need to bring another project because I'm going to have like time next week to knit.
How many days will you have before the thing that you'll go to that would potentially have more yarn for you to buy a new
It's
project?
at the end of my trip.
Yeah, you need a backup project.
I know, I think so too.
In your tiny bag.
Yes. I'm going to do compression bags. If I do like this type of yarn, it squishes up nicely. All right, my lovelies, we are off. The boutique is open 11 to 5 today. Again, we ship daily. We are shipping our stuff out within, Anna's really working overtime to get this done, but every day she stays after to package your things so they're ready to go the next day. So we always have a beautiful pile of packages for our mailman. He now pulls up normally right into the handicap zone to load things up because he can't carry all of our packages. So thank you for making us your local yarn boutique. And we can't wait to see you tomorrow at 12:30 for Have a Ball Fall Crawl. See you soon. Bye-bye.